The divine within me recognizes the divine within you. Let us attune. The interstellar cometoid 3iAtlas, well past its perihelion, soon approaches its closest encounter with Earth on December 19th. Solstice. A sacred time where things that need to end can and will end, so mote it be. We need to look at wholeness. We need to vibrate the future that we want to bring into existence. Three-iAtlas is a potential where there is emptiness of space. It's been an empty space for millions of years, holding all the seeds of life. And as it approaches the sun, all the accumulated interstellar nickel and compounds of organic compounds, water, spray out into the star system. And in May, our planet will move right through the cloud of particulate and vibrational footprint that was left by 3iAtlas as it went through its perihelion and spewed off unprecedented observed particles into our environment. Interstellar space has come in like a volcano and sprayed into our system. And not only that, but we're aware of it, like the yogi. It's like you've been breathing this whole time, right? But once you're aware of the breath, you control everything. The breath is the gateway to all the powers, even the basic powers of living. Just carry on living. Stop breathing. You'll see how important breathing is. But as we become more and more conscious of breathing, we can turn on parts of us that have been off. A lot of people have been calling in a savior. That's exactly what 3iAtlas is, because it's bringing in all the parts of us we thought were lost and connecting us to all the places we thought we were just different from, but really we're one with each other. We're one with the universe. We're one with the ideas we disagree with. We're one with everything, because everything's connected. This relatively small object moving through our stars has ignited the solar activity, has done epic consciousness purification rituals on people. It's done justice in the world. Look at it was I don't know if it was I don't know what country right now, Nepal or something, where they rose up and I think rising up is something people fear because of there's essentially a dragon chained inside of us, a beast, right? And nobody wants to let it off the chain. So what we do is we have to train that beast, right, before we can let it free, because we don't want to be harmful to ourselves or others. And there's really no distinction there. If you're harmful to yourself, you're harmful to others, and if you're harmful to others, you're harmful to yourself. So in order to be harmless, we create a connection with everything. We become awareness, and therefore a clarification within our hearts. So we know the objective reality, which is a potential. The more we try to freeze objective reality into a material, it's like there's some sort of calcification in your body and the lymph needs to move. You need to free up that material into a waveform because there are others who would potentially make that better. If you solidified lead into copper, there might be another who would solidify that. Let's not say lead, let's say solidified light into copper. There's another who might take that light and turn it into gold, right? Or platinum or diamond or some higher form, prime materia, let's even say. So what I'm saying is be open, flow in your mind. This is real stuff because you're creating the universe and you can create anything you want, but also you can create a potential, right? Within your heart. This is really great. You'll see this in like a really beautiful soul, like a feminine energy that's like pregnant with potential, and any sort of offering that you're bringing to this entity will enhance it. Like if you give some apples and some algae and meat or just things that are dead, like you don't have to kill anything. If you just took plants and meat and seeds off the ground and they're serving a certain purpose for life, they create microbiomes, but you could actually create a human life with that, or where a soul like myself would come into the universe that way. And that's really the potential of every thought that we have has this high potential. And more we keep it open, right, then others, which are ourself, but the whole universe is one, so we want to help each other. We don't want to get ahead of others. We want to be one with everyone. We can help each other by connecting with that potential realm, where instead of saying, no, 3iAtlas is a comet, there's no aliens in there, or no, I saw it, there was an alien dude and he was drinking a margarita. Whatever your opinion is, I think that's wonderful. Like, I'm very open to that, but what I'm trying to say is 3iAtlas is a potential. It's potentially any of these things, right? And our beliefs will essentially edit what it is, but if you're trying to make it A, B, C, or D, and you're not letting it be A, B, C, and D, right? Then why are you interfering with someone else's free will? Who are you to do that, right? You are free, or are you, right? You're only as free as you can let other people be free, and that's the reality. There's people who think that there's these massively powerful, rich people that get everything they want, and that can only be true in a material sense, because nobody can get what they want if they're taking away another's freedom, because it's called karma, right? It's not pretend. Some people don't believe in karma, but you can see someone who's righteous and true to themselves and how they shine. You can see someone who's like a vampiric, who loves the material, and how they darken, how their hearts darken, and you make the choice, right? It's not really about an argument. It's not about not allowing them to have that belief. It's about look at the objects and look at what's there, but also be open to the higher vibrational reality, which essentially is tuning into your intuition within you, right? And healing yourself. So when you tune into your intuition, you can tune in to the greed intuition, or you can tune into the oneness intuition. And there's a clear distinction, right? Let's tune into that now. So let go with your breath. Push the air out with your abdomen. Feel life as one being, all life. We extend around the whole globe. And feel how the life is one with the geology. The inorganic and the organic are one, fused together in life. Now feel the life connected to all the stars, where all life comes from, our star and all the other stars, as one light family, connected by where they were all one particle that essentially replicated itself just as life replicates itself. Every particle being from the same Adam and Eve, if you will. And feeling 3iAtlas as a very special Christ-like figure coming in to hold light in such a way where it's evenly distributed and there's no haves and have-nots, but light is the birthright of all human beings. Light that clears away all lies, and it lets us speak and hear each other without words, without language. All the curses of the Tower of Babel crumbled into stardust and reformed into temples true to our being, true to our divinity. Reach into your heart and imagine this. Temples complete within you. Perfect. Golden. Light. Rainbow. Magnificent. Create these temples within you. Immovable. But transmutable. Evolving. Subject only to your mind. Om Bhurbuvaha Savaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurbuvaha Savaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurbuvaha Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Naha Prachodayat. There's a divine spark within us that's ignited as we tune into it. We make the choice. There is no force. The force is within us that we force ourselves. There is no force outside of us. Let us be true to ourselves and accepting of others. For time is a continuing process where some may be advanced and some may be beginning. If we have a religious belief or cultural belief and we don't like another religious belief or another cultural belief, let's pretend like we're the ones we don't like for a moment. And see, what is it about ourselves that we don't like? if you're a political party and you don't like another political party, let's try the same thing. 'Cause it's the same thing. Let's pretend like you're the other side of the aisle. And what is it about yourself that you don't like? You, yourself, right? That's who you're not liking. So let's figure it out. Let's learn to love ourselves completely, okay? Is it right to kill an unborn child inside the womb? Is it right to let anybody hold a deadly weapon? Whether they're criminal or mentally ill, as long as they went to a show. Or what's another important issue? I mean, there's probably a better one than that, but is it right to essentially let people starve and not have access to quality care when they're living in an unnatural environment that causes health issues that they need, and mental health issues? Like, and then it's just like with the veterans. It's like, if someone's going to be sent to this horrific place, and they're going to need like intensive care. It's not like a simple solution. So we need to be there for each other and see ourselves as the person who's not getting served, right? You know, if there are people who essentially can't move, and we're giving them oxygen, right? And and it's great. I mean, I think it's great that they can continue to have this human experience in that way. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But the issue is that the people who are alive and are moving, you know, are suffering. They're not getting enough food, water, healthcare, essentially, and education. Really, it's this divisive education, and it all becomes down to individual people believing that they're separate from each other. There's really no other issue on the world, and we can all come together and believe that we're one, you know, and break these divisions. Like, there's a huge pretend going on the internet where we're different, and the races are different, and the cultures are different, right? That's big pretend. And you know, Kim Jong, whomever, might say, I'm the king of the world, and this is my little island. And this guy over here says, these people are liars, and this, and the Americans believe that, and the Russians believe that. It's pretend, right? It's all pretend. All they're really, I mean, it's so simple, like John Lennon or something. It's just like, all we are saying is give Shanti a chance. All we are saying, give Shanti a chance. And people want to find peace within themselves, wholeness within themselves, right? You need to accept yourself, dark parts of yourself that would murder, rape, pillage, steal, corrupt. Like, those are potentials within you. If you don't recognize those potentials, then you may succumb to them, right? But if you create an environment where you're disincentivized to do that, and you're incentivized to connect to the inner self, and a lot of that is just facing what's within you. The more you try to avoid, whether it's something healthy like exercise or something unhealthy like smoking, it doesn't matter. Like, it matters, obviously, but the point is that you still don't want to avoid. You want to sit and meditate, sit in stillness, and let things come up naturally and not judge them, right? That's what meditation is. You sit in stillness, right? You don't try to think of something. I mean, you can focus on something if that helps, but essentially what you're trying to do is let the wheels turn with no interference so that you can have clarity. Within us, there's a light, there's a guidance, there's a star, each of us. Right now we're going to do a visualization to brighten our star. Okay? So empty your mind, turn off all the other screens, and say goodbye to everybody else. for a moment and step into your dark cave. Sit up straight, spine erect, feeling the base of the spine curved in a healthy way. If you sit up on a cushion, great. I don't have a cushion, but just tune into the divine source which is within you, like a great sun in your center of your being, almost beyond the physical, in some sort of hyperdimensional sun in the very deepest part of you that you can't even normally fathom, but right now somehow it's available. Central sun within you. Central sun of the universe is within you. The same seed from that tree, from that, the fruit is you. Let that seed grow within you. The center of the universe, the mission that you came here for, completely filling your body from head to toe. Tip of the nose, tip of the toes. Excuse me. You're going to feel that sun shining bright for ages and ages, planets forming and then falling back into the sun, and then try again, reforming and then falling back into the sun, cycles upon cycles, millions upon billions upon trillions upon zillions of years, a light shining, a star, like a phoenix going dormant to the ash and then rebirthing into the fire as the cycles continue. As your heart, you breathe in, this fire increases, and as you breathe out, you feel that radiance permeate through your being. Every part of your body, every part of your energy field is permeated with the sun that begins within you. Take 3 breaths to just fan the flames of your inner sun. And now you perceive deep in space, deep from without, deep, deep, deep into the outer space, an object approaches. And as it comes close to your heart, everything that you're missing, every part of you that makes you whole, touches every cell in your body. And not only are you nourished, but you're purified. And all that doesn't serve you goes down to the center of the earth like a black oil just leaking down, down, down to the center of the earth where it is purified. In the furnace of the earth, the great mother, right? Our body, our flesh, wants what doesn't serve us. What is our excrement is its food, right? So we let go on the exhale, and on the inhale we feel this 3iAtlas coming into our hearts and delivering all that there is that could possibly keep us safe, whole, happy, healthy, wise, powerful, strong, full of prana, and devoid of anything that doesn't serve us. You can see the sunward-facing tail of 3iAtlas delivering the star seeds and the messages and the soul force and the beings and the individuals who are going to incarnate into this sphere in the thousands and thousands and thousands of years that humans will continue to live on Earth. It's true. It's true, right? I mean, it's up to us, but I feel it true in my existence. Thousands, beyond count of years of our legacy that will continue in this matrix, right? And beyond, potentially, because I'm only privy to what I know. And I'm happy to be bathed in this light of understanding from this interstellar comet, and I'm awed by the magnificence of the soul force that protects us. And whenever I try to get overwhelmed by the evil of the world, I'm reminded that the magic of divine law is immutable, and our consciousness is the key, the resonator. And as long as we adhere to the truth within us, there's no fear. There is complete love and compassion and acceptance of who we are, and therefore acceptance of others, and non-judgment. And not only non-judgment, but creating a light form, energy source for others to feed off of, purposefully, not vampires, like not someone stealing your life force, but you, as a white mage, you come out and you not blast, but you project light into a space that is conducive to gentle nourishment for your soul family, which includes plants, animals, and non-incarnate souls. 3iAtlas, as I continue to say, is an opportunity. It is not anything being forced down our throats. It is not coming too close to the earth. It's calibrating our planets. It's calibrating, it's updating the new resonance, the new consciousness, the new ideas, the new collective zeitgeist, right? And how to deal with the next challenge of this future, advanced intelligence to trump the artificial intelligence, right? This advanced interplanetary, interstellar, interdimensional, introducing us to the idea of our limitlessness and our ability to break out of old habits and completely change the way we live our lives. It's possible. Like, you don't have to be a slave. You literally do not have to. It's something you've chosen. You've learned. If you've learned your lesson, you can move on. And instead of being a slave driver, because that's a vicious cycle. If you don't learn your lesson, you'll be slave owner, slave owner. These lives will continue to repeat until you can understand why it's inappropriate to have one human being under another human being. Just as in the creation Anunnaki myth, that these star beings came and imbued the local humans with their DNA and tried to essentially make them their slave class. That didn't work out for them, right? If that's your story, well, where are the Anu now? They're either hiding underground, or they're out in space, or they're dead, or we are them, and that's it. Like, and our DNA essentially is formed by Mother Earth herself. If you go live in Sedona, Arizona, you're going to start looking a certain way, and your kids are going to look a certain way. If you live here or there or anywhere else, for generations, you're going to become a certain race of person because you've lived in an environment, and that environment has a certain magnetic, cosmic, etc. field unique to it. Because every area is unique. Hawaii is unique. Indonesia is unique. So the people and the animals and the plants are going to look unique in that area, more or less. So that's nothing to fight about. That's just Mother Nature crafting people, right? You can't take a ball and say this part of the ball is good and this part of the ball is bad. Like, it's a ball, or a flat sheet of paper for that matter. You can't say this part's good and this part's bad, because it's all in flux. I mean, whatever is good or bad goes, like, you're going to be a slave owner, right? So you're going to be a slave in the next life. You're not going to get the good or the bad. You're going to get the good and the bad, or you're going to get the true. Because it's the good and the bad, right? It's like, is it good to be a slave owner? No, it's not. But like somebody might perceive that, who is a slave, right? And they think, oh, if I was only the slave owner, and I would tell that white boy what to do. And it's like, well, is that better? Is it better to be the victim or the perpetrator, or why not just be something else completely, right? That's kind of what this 3iAtlas is. It's like, let's stop with the duality, right? Let's stop with the madness. Let's stop with the us versus them. And let's also admit that there's problems. Let's not just jump into a camp. Let's speak truth, right? There are issues that need to be dealt with. Everybody has a legitimate concern, so we need to listen to everybody and understand that 3iAtlas is this transformational thing that we can tune into with our prayers. And the more we get together, the more we pray, the more we watch stuff like this and think about it and internalize it, and you got to change your life. You know, you're gonna get rich, as they say. You're gonna get healthy. You're gonna get happy. You're just gonna be joyous. And not only that, but fulfilled. Like, sometimes people aren't always happy, but it's like they're accomplishing so much true, real stuff, and for lifetimes to come, they're just gonna have this beautiful world that they built. Like anything you do now in this life, the foundations, because things have crumbled, things are turning to ash, things are dead. Like, as a phoenix, you revive things, you bring things back, you build things. These are the things that are gonna last for another 12,000 years, you know? So like, as you incarnate on this plane, enjoy, as you choose to incarnate here. You have these supports that you've essentially yourself created, and that's happened over and over again. And I'm not trying to definitively say reincarnation is real, that I believe that, or anything. I'm just trying to relate to people that it's a big belief, reincarnation, big shared belief, right? Even within America, but throughout the past in India and other places, even in ancient Jewish traditions, reincarnation has been a big thing. And myself, you know, I'm open to the idea. I'm not dead set on anything like that, but my idea is that I'm gonna make this place great. I'm gonna write great books. I'm gonna make a place where people can share the books. It'll get saved. I'm gonna put things into print. I'm gonna make hemp things. I'm gonna make things that last. I'm gonna make structures. Like, I'm gonna do these things that are gonna last on the earth. Plant the trees, plant the apple tree, the walnut tree, and so forth. That's gonna live for hundreds of years, and I'm gonna benefit from that personally. Like, not just in some, you know, hard to understand sense, but I'm going to come back like a person, and I'm going to eat those apples. So let's think about that, you know, like, not only what we can do for our family and ourselves, but just extend that out to the entire thing, and just be so grateful in every moment, even when it's difficult. Especially when it's difficult, just say thank you for this challenge, because I know this is gonna come out, I'm gonna come out stronger when this challenge is gonna be a temporary thing. And I appreciate this moment of challenge, because it is the way to evolve. 3iAtlas moves through us, into our heart, and we have the opportunity to heal. Nothing stands in our way, no excuses. We are healed, we are one, we are prospering. We are the controllers. We are the Brotherhood of Light. Sisterhood of Light, of course. So mote it be. My family, prosper, live long, and be well.